I am proud of myself that I kept my cool when I had about 8 officers with gun around me just momentarily. They had the streets of Dunderstan blocked off, so I didn't go race through the checkpoint. I pulled to the side to let people know what's happening in Abaco. That's all I do. I'm a videographer. I try to tell this true story, and if I miss something, the video would capture it. That's what I do. And I did that this evening. And they are passing out to the motorists an illegal summons that they got from the magistrate court. All policemen, I watched them today, they got handful of these illegal summons that they passing out to the motoring public. How is it that Minnis doesn't know that the ticket that they're giving to the motoring public, it's illegal? Everyone that they give one to, it's illegal. I don't want to educate them too much because I was advised, don't let them know. But everybody that give people a summons today, let you know off a record that what the chief of police did today, him and his goons that act like the most organized gang, the tickets that they give you is forgery. You could go and demand. They don't even know this. How could I know? Because they only had 6 months of training. And anybody that had 6 months of training, they have to train on the job. How could you give somebody a date that is ordered by the magistrate that you should be in court? The magistrate is the only one that can give you those dates. That is criminal. That is forgery. Everything that Minnis did today, every ticket that he gave out, that was ordered by the magistrate, that is forgery. Minnis and his goons don't have the capacity as chief of police to set a date for you to go to court. The magistrate does that. I say no more on that. Because ministers act like a thug. Organized gang against Abaco, and we're going through so much. John Pinder can't speak about it because John Pinder, today I did a video with John Pinder, car doesn't have license. How could the law makers at the same instant be the law breakers? It is unconstitutional. You're either or. You cannot be out there driving a vehicle and don't have a license disc, a 2023 disc on your vehicle as a policeman, as a motorcyclist. The motorcyclist so embarrassed, he took the disc off from the last time I videoed him. He haven't had a disc from 2020. How can Minnis not have the disc on his car? And he acted like such a big tough cop, all up in my face, spitting in my face with his stink mouth and bumping me into my car. And after I get in my car, he's disallowing and put this finger up on my nose like a thug. Chief of police don't find their hand in civilians, especially an elected man. I am here to see why it is that ministers are ticketing the public. I am in total agreement with the idiot. I am agreement that ministers should ticket those people, but not until he is legal and his robo-cops are legal to be on the road. You can't get illegality. He is illegal. His vehicle is illegal. So how do you could ticket people that has the same disc on their car that you have? And he got all his chief of police, all the inspector in charge of crime, all of them. He got them out there like little boys because he ain't got the gall junction to function properly as the chief of police. Every time I see him, he got on a bunch of Haitian cologne. He smelled like he just come out the mud. Big array of mud cologne. That's medicine. He believe he's looking pretty and smelling pretty. He smelled like a rank Haitian. I was in the police station when he come there with that cheap cologne on all over his face, all over him, like one of these girls that going out in the bush. That's a minute come to work smelling like a gangster with his cheap cologne. But he don't intimidate me. The same way ministers treating me, Mr. Clayton Fernanda, that's the same way that Marvin Dames treats you. So Clayton Fernanda, you should be knowing what I'm saying when I call the name Marvin Dames. And what Minus doesn't know, that life is a cycle. You see, Clayton Fernanda now got the detail to protect Marvin Dames. He now is in charge of all of their security. What if he decides to go crazy like Minus did today with me? Minus did today with me. He went absolutely lunatic. Interfere with my movement, my constitutional right. I have a movement. I have a constitutional right, and it's enshrined in our Constitution that I have a freedom of movement. I have a freedom of speech. I have a freedom of association. Neither one of them interfered with Minus. It only interfered when he come in my face. I asked him 2 questions. Why is the chief of police and all that's going on in Abaco, he's out there like a little boy, ticketing and stopping car? Why is he stopping his car, chief of police, when he got the whole army out there? Because he is an idiot and an ass. That's Minus. He said I must stop calling him them. But you show me today that the position that you have, somebody smile on you. You don't have the intellect. You don't have the brains to man such police station. I saw the faces of your policemen when they saw you coming up on me like a little girl. They shook their head because they didn't believe that the police are in charge of Abaco could let Kai push him to the point where he lose control. Total control. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And everywhere, and anybody I send this video, they will say, Minus is out of control. He's booking the poor people to try to pay the government bill, while he is getting a free car, free gas, should have a free insurance and free disc. And all the free disc that Minus as the chief of police is supposed to be responsible for getting these car license. He ain't got the intelligence to do so, but he got the intelligence to intimidate and insult this elected man for calling him out. And I still say Minus ought not be in Abaco. One chief of police, I can call his name, but one of them, of all of them that been to Abaco, has interfered with the constitutional rights of Abaconians. And Minus is no different. He's absolutely weightless, and he ought not have a position as chief of police in my Abaco, because Kai knows a good policeman, and Minus is far from a good policeman, but Kai still care.